Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and this is it. The patch is coming today. Patch 25.4.3 patch notes were just released. Patch 25.4.3 is a data-only patch, launching March 2nd with the following updates. So data-only patch available on mobile as well immediately, which probably is like within an hour or so, probably even less time from the time I'm actually managed to edit this through. So yeah, patch coming real quick. Hearthstone card updates, dev comment. Overall, this is a little bit of a lighter patch for Standard. We just had a big infusion of cards with the miniset, so this patch is just looking to address two major outliers after that card infusion. We're excited to see where the miniset lands after these adjustments. For Wild, we've been discussing potential updates to the mode. In this patch, we're making changes to help curb some of the mode's negative play experiences. We don't view these changes as exhaustive, but we're working on some more long-term updates that we're excited to share once they're more solidified. Okay, so what are we getting? First of all, Construct Quarter. Construct Quarter from 3 mana to 4 mana, and this is exactly the nerf that I wanted for this card, so I hope it works. Obviously, I have not been able to play test it with 4 mana, but this is, looking at the stats, looking at the current meta, this is the most reasonable nerf I can think of for this card, so yeah, looking sweet. That said, some people did point out in my last video where I said that, hey, I want this to be 4 mana, that then it will go into even Death Knight in Wild. Yeah, these even and odd, Bagu and Gen, they just keep haunting me. Well, yeah, it's going to go into even Death Knight. Let's see what's that going to mean for Wild. That's actually interesting that I had not considered before. And then the change to Goldshy and Null from 10 mana to 11 mana. Yeah, that's going to kill Evolve Shaman. I mean, the dev comment doesn't say it's gonna kill Evolve Shaman. It says, before the rise of Frost Death Knight, Evolve Shaman was the biggest outlier in the format. This changes to keep Evolve Shaman in line after the adjustment to Construct Quarter. Goldshy Null is an important enabler for the deck's bad play patterns, and this makes those play patterns slower and less powerful, while still allowing Evolve Shaman to play with the exciting new cards they got in the mini set. No, it's dead. It's dead. D-E-A-D, dead. Goldshy Null to 11 mana, it's totally useless now. There's nothing at 12 mana in Standard, there's nothing for you to evolve that into, there's nothing else at 11 mana either. You're only going to be able to get Goldshy Nulls at 11. When you evolve some of your 10 drops, you're going to get Goldshy Nulls. That is not good for the deck. That deck is just dead. As for Wild, well, in Wild there are Giants at 11 and at 12 mana, but Giants are kind of lackluster anyway, so yeah, they just killed it. And then the Wild changes, although Crazy Edge Paros is in Standard, but this change will have no effect on Standard. Battlecry, repeat the last spell you get, that costs 6 or more. Exactly the nerf that I predicted. Hitting Quest Mage in Wild, not hitting anything in Standard, because Standard Big Spell Mage does not play any 5-cost spells anyway, so it's totally fine. Then the two anti-combo nerfs for Wild, and these were a little bit surprising to me. Spectral Pillager, new 5 mana combo, deal 2 damage to a minion for each card you played this turn. So it can't go face. They just killed Pillager Rogue. Like boom. This is 2014, 2015, 2016 Hearthstone. Hey, +1 to all your charge minions. This is lethal. Pillager Rogue, it's gone. And then there is this Cataclysm change. Old 4 mana destroy all minions, discard your hand. New 5 mana destroy all minions, discard 2 cards. So, if you want to use this with Megatoon, well, you better get rid of your cards. That was surprisingly brutal. I have to say that these Wild anti-combo nerfs were surprisingly brutal. And then maybe we're going to see the rise of that even Death Knight. I had not thought about that, but insightful viewers did let me know earlier when I said 4 mana Construct Quarter is what we need, that hey, what about Wild? Whoopsie. I guess we'll see. Anyway, the two outliers are getting nerfed. This is exactly what the Standard meta needs. There might still be classes that are dead. Like Cora just yesterday was talking in that podcast about how bad Warrior is. Okay, maybe Warrior is dead. But the outliers gone means that there should be a much wider field of potential decks, and Standard meta should be much better starting from today. At the nerf cards, the above cards will be eligible for a full dust refund for 2 weeks following patch 25.4.3, so 2 weeks after the time the patch goes live today. Don't disenchant them before the patch is live. but once the patch is available, then go ahead and get your dust. In other news, we also have a couple of bug fixes and game improvements. Nothing for Mercenaries, by the way. Not a single Mercenaries bug fix. And there are so many bugs in Mercenaries right now. But a couple of interesting ones here. Hearthstone updated Hawkstrider Rancher's text to say whenever instead of after. This is a text only change to make the text match how the card currently functions. People were saying that the Rancher is bugged, but Rancher isn't bugged. It's a feature. Now it just says what it actually does. And then added the mech tag to the Purator. There was some discussion on Twitter about how Purator should be a mech based on the lore, and now it's going to be a mech. Whether that's going to help Paladin in any way, I'm not actually sure. But anyway, mech Purators coming right up on the ladder as well today, and patch is going to be available very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.